Songs, puppets, fun and mime. Welcome to Gina's first train ride. Yes, Augustians, you guessed it right. The title for today's story is Gina's first train ride. It's written by Vasanthi Vasudev. Gina's first train ride is about a naughty girl's adventure. Do you like being naughty? How many of you are naughty? Tell me honestly. Let's begin with the story. Hi, I am Jeena. I love to climb walls, play with toy cars, and machines like big bulldozers and trucks. I love to play with my toy trains. I love the wonderful battery and electric train set that Dad got me for my fifth birthday. Although I have flown many times in aeroplanes with Dad and Mom, I haven't traveled by train even once. Sigh. But you know what? Soon I will get to do so. My Aunt Meera is getting married, and I will travel from Kolkata to Kharagpur by train with Rita Didi. Mom and Dad have to work, so they will take a flight the day before the wedding. I will go ahead and enjoy the wedding with my cousins. But what I'm really excited about is the train journey to Kolkata. I boarded the Havra Puri mail with Rita Didi late at night on 12th September. Didi had an upper berth and I had the lower berth. Didi said our compartment was an air conditioned one with 6 berths in our cabin. The train chugged out as the horn went off. Chuk chuk! Chugga chugga chuk chuk! As it was a night train and it was quite late, everybody quickly went to bed. Didi told me to start getting ready for bed. But I was not feeling sleepy at all. I wanted to check if the coach was like the coaches in my toy train set. After we got into our berths, Didi chatted on her mobile and hardly looked at me. On the next berth, there was a huge uncle with a thick white moustache and angry face. He looked quite serious and cross. I did not like him at all. I told Didi, Rita Di, please let me sleep on the upper berth. I promise I'll be careful, please. Didi doesn't like it if I say the same thing again and again and again. So I kept bothering her until she jumped down and said angrily, Okay, go up. It's all yours. Now stop disturbing me. I happily climbed up and jumped onto the berth like the gymnasts I had seen on TV. Ah, it was great. I saw the fans and the lights on the cabin roof that were quite close to me. I stuck out my arm to check the distance when someone shouted, Watch out! Hey, little girl, just stop it! You will hurt yourself if you touch the fan, said the angry uncle I had seen earlier. I glared at uncle and said softly, I know. I will be careful. And I turned and started rocking to the choo-choo chug sound of the train. It felt so good. What fun! By now, Didi joined him and said, Jeena, it's time to go to sleep. I'm turning the lights off. Good night. Uncle nodded as well. He made snoring sounds which actually sounded funny. He pulled his blanket over his head and went to sleep. I was very angry with him. What a mean person. No fun at all. It was really dark now. Only the blue night light was on. I could not see anything. The whole coach was slowly growing silent, but people were snoring too. I just could not sleep. This was not the fun train ride that I wanted. Suddenly, there was a big jerk and the train stopped. I sat up. I wanted to look out and see what was going on in the station. Why not take a peek? I looked down. I could not see Didi, but Uncle was there, snoring like a lion. I threw off the sheets quietly and carefully went down the ladder. Then I went out of our cabin and towards the main doors. Our cabin was in the middle, so I had to walk a little. When I reached the door, I looked outside. The station was noisy and had many shops and restaurants. There was a very colourful toy shop too. But there were so many people on the platform. It was scary. Suddenly, a strong hand gripped my hand and took me back into the cabin. Rita Dee was there, looking very worried. Thank God you found her. I looked up and saw that it was Uncle who had brought me back. It suddenly dawned on me that Uncle was actually a good person and he had saved me from getting lost. Thank you, Uncle. I'm sorry, I said, because it was my fault. Mom and Dad always say that I should admit it when I am wrong. Uncle told me to be careful in future. Well, in any case, my first train ride was very exciting. Isn't it, Augustins? Share your experiences about your first train ride. Ta-da!